Hey yoga mamas, Keya Williams here coming at you with a yoga tutorial. So you're probably wondering why I am in my bathrobe, and it's because Katie from the Yoga Mamas Facebook group asked about some sequences we can do to help us calm down and prepare ourselves for bedtime. And the first thing I thought about when she asked that question was creating or using some kind of asana sequence. But to be honest with you, in my own personal practice, my bedtime yoga sequence has nothing to do with asana. Now, because here in our Yoga Mamas community, we know that there is more to yoga than just the poses that we do on our mat. And so this tutorial is going to walk you through my own personal bedtime yoga practice that helps me sleep pretty soundly, even in a house full of 3 children and a snoring, grumpy husband sometimes. All right, so let's get into it. So a lot of the things that we're going to talk about today help us to practice one of the main principles of yoga, which is purity, right? So in yoga, we talk about purity as being not just clearing out kind of our physical body and our physical toxins, but also clearing out our thoughts. Now, because this is a kind of bedtime ritual, most of what I'm going to be doing is clearing out the toxins in the dirt from my body. And in yoga, those practices are called chakriyas, or yogic cleansing practices. There's many of them. Some of them I've adopted, some of them I haven't, but I'll show you some of the ones that I have today. So, the first thing I do to get ready for bed, after my children have gone to bed, my husband's probably watching TV at this time, is I purify my teeth, right? So I use my floss and I floss my teeth, and I use my toothbrush and I clean my teeth and my tongue. And so then my mouth is all clean from all of the toxins and germs that have accumulated throughout the day. The second thing I do is I get in the shower. Now, I'm not going to show you that part, but I get in the shower and I clean my body, right? After I get out of the shower, I take quite a bit of time to take care and give some really loving TLC to my body. So I sit right here on this bench in my bathroom and I grab my lotion and I lotion my skin thoroughly. This is especially important to lotion your skin in the wintertime if you have cold winters wherever you are, to help keep the skin moisturized so that you don't get any extra problems with cracky skin and maybe infections if your skin starts to crack. Now, one of the things that I do with my lotion while I'm lotioning up is I do a self-massage. So for me, headaches are an issue for me. I tend to massage around my temples. I move all the way down to the base of my neck and massage there, just taking my 2 fingers and rubbing in small circles. I massage all the way down the neck and I hit onto my shoulders. Now, I carry a lot of tension and knots just around my shoulder blades. So I take my 2 fingers and reach across my chest, and I always give a good massage there. If I feel any knots, I try to work out those knots. Then I take my 2 thumbs and I bring them to the muscles around the spine. And I give a little massage to my mid and low back, whatever I can reach at the time. I massage that. As I'm lotioning down my legs, I take time and massage what some people call kind of this racer stripe of your leg. So this is just the side of your calf, and I take my 2 fingers again and rub deep up and down. And I want to express that I'm not being gentle with myself here. I'm really trying to get the kinks out of the muscles, right? We work really hard with our bodies and we want to make sure we keep the muscles loose and available for us to move. Then I take myself in kind of a pigeon pose here, and I get my lotion on my feet because we want to keep the toes nice, but from a functional perspective, I'm massaging the feet. I take my knuckles and I massage into the arch of my feet because my family is prone to high blood pressure and I've had my bouts with it as well. I massage the space between my 3rd and 4th toe, right at the ball between the 3rd and the 4th toe, and I get a massage in there. That's an acupuncture or reflexology point that I learned somewhere or another that's supposed to be good for managing your blood pressure. And then I give the whole foot a little massage. I get the lotion in between the toes to break up the fascia in between the toes to keep our toes nice and yogic and being able to flare out. And that's what I do on both feet. Once I finish my whole yogic massage, then I take a nice seat with a straight back and I do some breathing practices. So I do a little bit of breath awareness, just inhaling and exhaling and following the breath. And then I do left nostril breathing. Now, because the left side of the brain is responsible for the right side of the body and vice versa, the right side of the brain is actually the part of the brain that's responsible for calming us down and getting us prepared for sleep. Now, when I stimulate the left nostril, meaning inhale through the left nostril, I am stimulating the right side or the sleepy side of the brain. So I use my little Nadi Shodhana mudra, dropping my index finger and middle fingers down. And I take a good inhale just through the left nostril. Inhales, remember, are stimulating. And then I close off that nostril and exhale through the right. Right? And then I close off the right and inhale through the left. And I do that about 10 to 15 times, alternating back and forth. So that's my pranayama practice before I go to bed. Then, once I'm finished all here, I get dressed, I go actually head for the bed, and I'll take you there now. All right, by the time I get into bed, my husband is usually blissfully asleep and my kids are usually asleep. And at that point, I take some time to kind of detoxify or decompress my thoughts for the day. So this goes along with this whole idea of purity. I've already cleaned up my body and now I'm going to do a little work to clear up my mind. So my husband is a very vigorous snorer. So I often employ these little gadgets here. They are earplugs, and I shove them in my ears to kind of ward off the sound of his snoring. He also likes to sleep with the TV on, so I use these to plug up my ears so I don't hear him or the snoring. And I usually take a few minutes and grab my journal and do a little bit of writing. I might write about what worried me that day. I might write about what happened good that day, any issues, any thoughts that I just want to let out and leave it to the universe to help me take care of. Once I've done that, so I've cleared out my thoughts, now it's time for my pratyahara practice, my closing off the senses. So I've already got my earbuds in, and because my husband likes to sleep with the TV on and I don't prefer it, I grab my mask. Yes, ladies, I bougily sleep with a face mask. At night, I pull my mask down and lay myself down and go off to sleep. Now, I will tell you that most of the time, this little ritual, and it's not little, it takes quite a bit of time, maybe about a half an hour, works wonders for me. I have not in my life gotten better quality sleep until now. And maybe that's because I don't have any infants in the house anymore, or I'm just older. I don't know. But that's my yoga bedtime sequence. I'd be happy to hear your comments on what your sequence or your bedtime ritual is. Drop me a line in the comments below and let me know about it. And I'll see you around in the group. Take care. Hey Yoga Mama, thanks so much for watching my video. But if you'd like more simple tips to help you juggle your busy life as mom, I have just the thing for you. I've just created a brand new video that's specifically designed for moms who have a lot on their must-do list, but could use some practical tips to help them do motherhood with more ease and joy. Now, I've done my research and my own personal yoga practice, and I've come up with a simple 3-step system that I use all the time to help me increase my energy, improve my focus, and decrease my stress. And that's exactly what you'll learn in this free video. Now, the really cool thing about this yoga-based system is that each step can take less than 10 minutes, and you don't need a yoga mat, stretchy yoga pants. You don't even need to be alone to make these strategies work in your life. Now, you can sign up for this totally free video by going to nourished-motherhood.com/video and start feeling the peace, balance, and ease that you deserve to feel in your mom life. See you around.